Do you remember that Valverde was the one who assisted Vini Jr. against Liverpool in that Champions League final? One of the most versatile midfielders of this generation, Valverde has been underlooked for the longest time now. He has been one of the greatest upcoming star boys of this generation, along with the other elite guards of Musiala, Vinicius, Saka, Wirtz, Bellingham, and so on. But he has gone under the radar for the longest time. It's time to talk about a Uruguayan midfield maestro who has humbly stayed in the shadows at Real Madrid. It's time to talk about one of the biggest stars who isn't being talked about nearly enough. Federico Valverde, one of the greatest versatile talents of this generation. Football is always evolving, and every generation produces a few players who seem tailor-made for the modern game. Fede Valverde is one of those players. A midfielder with exceptional stamina, technical ability, and tactical awareness, he is the perfect mix of power and intelligence. From his early days in Uruguay to becoming one of Real Madrid's most trusted players, Valverde's rise has been nothing short of remarkable. His story is not just about raw talent, it's about hard work, patience, and a relentless desire to improve every single day. Today, he is one of the most important players in one of the biggest clubs in the world. But how did a young boy from Montevideo go from playing in the streets to dominating the biggest stages in Europe? Let's take a deep dive into the journey of Federico Valverde. Born in 1998 in Montevideo, Uruguay, like many South American youngsters, he grew up with a ball at his feet, dreaming of playing for his country one day. His first big break came when he joined Peñarol, one of Uruguay's most historic clubs. Even at a young age, Valverde stood out. His ability to control the tempo of a game, his tireless running, and his composure on the ball made him different from others in his age group. He wasn't just another promising midfielder, he was someone who could dictate play, defend aggressively, and break forward with purpose. His performances for Peñarol's youth teams caught the attention of European scouts, and it didn't take long before Real Madrid came knocking. In 2016, at just 18 years old, Valverde made the biggest decision of his life, moving to Spain to join Real Madrid's youth setup. But success was not instant. Like many young South American players, he needed time to adapt to European football. To gain experience, Madrid sent him on loan to Deportivo La Coruña in the 2017-18 season. This was a crucial step in his development. At Deportivo, he played regular first-team football in La Liga, learning the demands of the Spanish top flight. Though the club struggled and eventually were relegated, Valverde gained valuable experience. When he returned to Madrid, he was stronger, smarter, and ready for bigger challenges. Returning to Madrid in 2018, Valverde had no guarantees of first-team football. He was competing with some of the best midfielders in the world, Modric, Kroos, and Casemiro, but rather than getting discouraged, he worked harder. His moment came in the 2019-20 season under Zinedine Zidane. With Modric and Kroos aging, Valverde provided the energy and intensity Madrid required. Zinedine Zidane saw his potential and slowly integrated him into the squad. One of the most famous moments of his early Madrid career came in the 2020 Spanish Super Cup final against Atletico Madrid. With the game tied at 0-0 and Morata threw on goal, Valverde made a tactical foul, a last-ditch challenge that stopped a certain goal. He was sent off, but his decision saved Madrid from defeat. After the game, even Diego Simeone praised him, saying, "That was the most important moment of the match. He did what he had to do, and I told him he did well." This moment defined Valverde's character. He was willing to sacrifice for the team. It was a sign that he had arrived. By 2020, Valverde was no longer just a squad player. He was an essential part of Madrid's midfield. But what makes him so valuable? First and foremost, his tactical versatility. Valverde can play in multiple positions. He started as a box-to-box midfielder, but has also been used as a right winger, defensive midfielder, and even as a right back. This makes him an invaluable asset in modern football, where adaptability is key. Secondly, his elite physicality. He is one of the most athletic midfielders in the world. His ability to cover ground quickly makes him a perfect fit for Madrid's high-intensity style. His stamina is unmatched, and he regularly runs tirelessly for 90 minutes. Then there's his technical excellence. Unlike traditional defensive midfielders, Valverde is also a great dribbler and passer. He has an incredible long-range shot, often scoring from outside the box. His mentality and leadership are elite as well. Despite being younger than many of his teammates, he plays with the maturity of a veteran. He has been one of Madrid's most clutch players, stepping up in the biggest games. These qualities make him one of the most well-rounded midfielders in the world. In 2022, Valverde proved himself on the biggest stage. Madrid had an incredible run in the Champions League, with comeback wins against PSG, Chelsea, and Manchester City. But his defining moment came in the Champions League final against Liverpool. With the score tied at 0-0, Valverde made a driving run down the right wing and delivered a perfect low cross to Vinicius Jr., who scored the winning goal. It wasn't just an assist, it was a moment of brilliance under pressure. This was the biggest game in club football, and Valverde delivered when it mattered most. That season, he won La Liga and the Champions League, cementing his status as one of the best young midfielders in the world. By the time the 2022-23 season arrived, Fede Valverde had gone from a promising young midfielder to a definite starter in Ancelotti's squad. His growth was evident, not just in his numbers, but in the way Madrid played when he was on the pitch. That season, he scored 12 goals and provided 6 assists in all competitions, a career best tally at the time. For a midfielder primarily known for his energy and tactical discipline, this was an impressive leap, but beyond the stats, it was the big moments that made Valverde even more special. One such moment came in the 2022 UEFA Super Cup final against Eintracht Frankfurt. With Madrid needing to set the tone for the season, Valverde delivered a commanding performance, contributing both in attack and defense as Madrid secured the trophy with a 2-0 victory. But arguably, his most defining moment of the season came in El Clasico against Barcelona. In a high-pressure match at the Santiago Bernabeu, Valverde produced a stunning long-range goal, helping Madrid to a 3-1 win. The sheer confidence in his strike symbolized his growing status as a leader in the team. Ancelotti has coached some of the greatest midfielders in football history: Pirlo, Kaká, Modric, Kroos, and Seedorf, to name a few. But he has often spoke highly of Valverde, praising his versatility, intelligence, and work ethic. Ancelotti has used Valverde in several different roles depending on Madrid's tactical setup. These are the different ways he has been deployed by the manager. As a box-to-box midfielder in a 4-3-3, where he contributes defensively and carries the ball forward. Then, as a right winger in a 4-4-2, adding defensive coverage while also attacking. Another time, as a right central midfielder in a 4-2-3-1 formation, forming a solid double pivot when needed. This adaptability makes Valverde irreplaceable. Ancelotti himself once said, "If you don't play Valverde, you don't understand football." This was a testament to how crucial he had become to Madrid's system. With Modric and Kroos aging, Real Madrid have been planning for the future. They have signed some of the best young midfielders in the world, including Bellingham, Camavinga, and Tchouaméni. But even with these superstars coming in, Valverde remains a key piece of the puzzle. While Bellingham plays as an advanced midfielder, often making runs into the box, Camavinga thrives in a deep-lying role, covering ground and breaking up play. Tchouaméni is a defensive midfielder, sitting deep to protect the defense. Valverde links them all together, offering energy, tactical balance, and attacking contributions too. This midfield is built to dominate for years to come, and Valverde is at the center of it. He may not always be in the spotlight like Bellingham or Vinicius Jr., but his role is just as critical. One key performance came against Manchester City in the Champions League. In a high-stakes game, Valverde covered immense ground, nullifying City's midfield threats. This is what makes him elite. He always delivers when it matters most. Real Madrid have had legendary captains: Raúl, Casillas, Ramos, and Marcelo, to name a few. The captaincy is not just about wearing the armband, it represents leadership, loyalty, and resilience. Valverde already embodies all these traits. Despite being surrounded by superstars, he remains one of the most disciplined and dedicated players at the club. His mentality and passion make him a strong candidate for the captaincy in the future. He also has been a leader for Uruguay's national team, showing that he thrives under responsibility. If he stays at Madrid long term, it wouldn't be surprising to see him lead the team in the future. The Ballon d'Or is usually awarded to the world's best forwards like Messi, Ronaldo, or Benzema. Mbappe, Vinicius, and Bellingham are obvious contenders in Madrid, but Valverde's all-round game makes him a unique candidate there too. If he adds more goals to his game and continues dominating big matches, he could become a legitimate contender. Midfielders like Modric and Zidane have won the award before, and Valverde has the potential to reach that level. His best chance will come if he leads Madrid to more Champions League and La Liga titles, while also performing for Uruguay in major tournaments. At 26, Valverde's best years are still ahead of him. He's already a key player for both Real Madrid and Uruguay, but there is a lot more left to achieve. In the near future, he will be hoping to add more silverware with Madrid whilst helping Uruguay challenge for the Copa America and World Cup, whilst continuing to develop his attacking play to become an even bigger goal threat. And who knows, maybe in a few years' time, we'll be talking about Valverde as one of the best midfielders of his generation. Valverde's journey from Montevideo to Madrid is a testament to hard work, discipline, and ultimately talent. In a team filled with superstars, he stands out, not because of his flashy skills, but because of his ability to do so much at an elite level. He is a midfielder built for modern football, versatile, intelligent, and relentless. And as Real Madrid looks to dominate the next decade, Valverde will almost certainly be at the heart of it all. His story is far from over, but one thing is still under scrutiny. If Valverde is a generational talent, should he potentially move elsewhere to come out of the shadows in Madrid? Let us know what you think below.